Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Just Your Average YouTube, where today we're going to be taking a look at 13 ideas Minecraft needs to add, or Mojang needs to add to Minecraft. Starting off, there needs to be a peaceful alternative to getting blaze rods, some way that players in peaceful mode will be able to get their hands on these and be able to face the dragon as well as make potions. I propose the blaze plant, which grows you can just tell its armor stance holding blaze rods, but it holds blaze rods, you know? Basically, you can... Wow, look at that! We harvested the plant! Anyway, basically, you can come in and you can punch the plant and get whatever. And, yeah, you can replant them by getting blaze flower seeds, or some type of other peaceful alternative, such as the wandering trader selling blaze rods. But then again, there's not really a way to farm that, and it would be unreliable for peaceful players. Another idea that I had was colored lighting. Now, this is not a new idea. It's definitely not for anyone. But it is definitely an idea I believe that Mojang should add. It's pretty self-explanatory. The light from here should be red. Light from here should be orange. This one should be green. This one should be blue, purple, blah, blah, yellow, blah, blah. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, I think we need backpacks. Now, I know you think I'm just coming up with random nonsense, but there needs to be something for legs as well, and maybe shoes, but, think about it. We have the elytra, we have the turtle shell, and we should have a backpack, which will expand your inventory by one entire slot. Now, that's massive. I may even lay down my elytra for something like that. Nah, that's crazy talk. I'll never lay down my elytra. But we need more unique equipment, right? Because, I do believe in new equipment, armor, tools, but not something that's better than one thing or another thing, but something that's different. The elytra allows you to fly, but gets rid of your most important armor piece. The head turtle thing is like a helmet, but it lets you breathe underwater, but at the cost of not doing as well. There should be other things, and the backpack should just be one of them. It's just, the backpack's more of a representation than an idea, because there could be, the people on the Mojang team are so creative and smart, they could probably come up with something better than a backpack. Something like, rocket boots. There. But yeah, we need more unique equipment. Over here is the fire aspect. If we take our netherite axe and put fire aspect on it, that's what we should be able to do. We should be able to put fire aspect on an axe. Get it? It's fire aspect because it's an axe pun. I don't know. I just really want to be able to name an axe slash and burn and then have it actually have fire aspect, so that way I can use slash and burn deforestation. I know I seem like a bad person, but yeah. Oh, I broke the anvil. Guess I'm doing a lot more than burning down forests. I'm burning through anvils. And over here is mineable gunpowder. There needs to be a peaceful alternative to gunpowder, actually, in Minecraft. I broke that glowstone, but that was supposed to represent sulfur. Now, if you take sulfur, which will be found just deep in the mines, it'll just be like a normal ore, and mix it with charcoal, you can get gunpowder. Now, this is one peaceful alternative that I came up with, and there are a couple others in the later in the video, because I want peaceful players. Now, I proudly play on easy difficulty. I know, big guns here coming through, but I don't play peaceful. And yeah, but I feel like peaceful players should have an option other than the Wandering Trader. Which reminds me, the Wandering Trader. The Wandering Trader should be able to sell things like cobwebs, dead bushes, gilded blackstone, other things like that, and lava buckets, specifically a new renewable source of lava. Now, I know the new snapshot added the renewable source of lava using the dripstone, and that is one of the things I'm talking about. We need stuff like that. We need renewable lava. We need other things like that, because I worry that one day I'll run out of resources in my world. Now, I know it's just paranoia, but there are players who may be running out of resources, because there are players who have been playing since the game came out on the same world. That is the thing you see. Now, over here is more types of mob heads, which all mob heads will still be gotten from a charged creeper, but like you can get sheep heads, you can get villager heads, like the custom mob heads thing. Or maybe there could be like a table called the sculpting table, where you can turn blocks into mini blocks, or something like that. Now, I don't play Java Edition, as you can very, very obviously tell, but yeah, I would enjoy custom heads or mini blocks, like something where you could create them. Okay, now we've all heard this one, a world height increase. This is, if we count by tens, this is 256, and this here would be 512. This is counting one block equals 10 blocks. Now that's a pretty big difference. Now, I don't think it should be necessarily like an entire like 512, but I'm just saying 512 is still a pretty good number. I don't know where that number came from. It's just the arbitrary number floating around. There should be floating islands, like a floating islands area with the new increased height limit. Now, this is also a facade, because why build an entire floating island when you could build the side of a floating island, which I must say, if this wasn't here, is a pretty good looking side of a floating island, if I do say so to compliment myself. But I think it'd be really cool to have floating islands naturally generating high above the land with phantoms flying all over. Or like phantom spawners could be found in them. Or like sky temples with phantoms. Because, I don't know, phantoms are kind of cool. Next up is this villager, the Monster Hunter Villager, which would be another peaceful alternative in order to get things like rotten flesh, bones, and gunpowder. Now, this guy will sell monster parts in turn of emeralds. He won't be like normal villagers. He won't live in a village. Or maybe he will. I'm not exactly sure. He'll either be like the hero of the village who hunts monsters, or he'll live alone in like the woods. I don't know 100%. I haven't worked out all the details, but his master trade, his 100% best trade, will be a mob head. Just a random mob head. And with all the mob heads added to the game, if we added a whole bunch more, that would be super cool to try and collect all the mob heads using these villagers. Just saying, that'd be pretty cool. Next up is green mushrooms, which would be bioluminescent mushrooms. I've gone over this concept in other videos before, and I plan on building these in a terraforming project over on my survival series. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out after this video. But these things are supposed to be glowing mushrooms using a shroom light, and then which will be translucent blocks, which, if you didn't know, I think it should be a really cool light transmitter. So this is light level 15, this is 14. Boom, this would be light level 15, this would be light level 15. But let's say we grab something like, I don't know, something that didn't emit a light level of 14. Let's say Soul Lantern, which I think is light level of 10. This would be light level 10, this is light level of 9. Boom, light level of 10, light level of 10. It will emit or transmit the block, or the light level of the block next to it. So, or the highest light level of the block next to it, because, yeah. And that means this is 10, then 10, then 10, and you get the picture. It would be cool. And for this one, I think should be the goat potion. The goat horn needs a use. Let's face it, we don't want more useless items. This is the goat potion, giving you the speed boost, or a jump boost, rather. For some reason, I thought it was a speed boost because of the increase in FOB, and mining fatigue. Oh, mining fatigue doesn't affect me in creative, but you would get mining fatigue. But what you can do is you can sprint, and when you sprint and run into an entity, it does knockback. It has a knockback effect. And that would be pretty cool. And last, but certainly not least, is the Ore Trader Villager. Ores are a limited resource in your world, and while I get not being able to get everything from villagers, there needs to be a renewable way to get ores. Like, if there was a way to, even if it was really hard to do, mass produce ores, the community would take advantage of it and make massive diamond farms, for example. But I don't want to run out of diamond ores in my world. I kind of want to cover my world in diamond blocks. Don't judge. But there's more world than there will ever be diamond blocks, and that makes me really sad. But, like, seriously, if we get an ore trader villager, it would trade one emerald, or however many emeralds, then one piece of that, like, thing, like one diamond and one emerald, creates one diamond ore. And I think that would be really cool to have, because ores are non-renewable, and there needs to be a way to renew them. Imagine having infinite coal ore, infinite iron ore, infinite emerald ore. What other infinite ores would there be? Infinite lapis, infinite redstone, pretty much infinite everything except for diamond ore and ancient debris, which, what can you do about that? Unless there's an infinite source of diamonds and an infinite source of ancient debris, besides item dupers, that really won't work. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening to all 13 of my amazing, or at least, no need to flatter myself, somewhat better than mediocre Minecraft ideas. Each one of them is pretty good, except for the height limit one I ripped off the internet. Kind of a cop-out if you ask me, but I think the height limit should be increased. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and, yeah. That'll be it for this one. Bowdy.